The 2K Sports pregame show.
Hey, Ernie Johnson here, and I'm joined by Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. Welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports. The fans are filling the seats in Orlando, the site of our broadcast, and where the Magic will be going up against the Washington Wizards. And guys, for the Wizards, as good as they've been, they know this one won't be easy, trying to steal a road win against a very capable team.
Welcome, sports fans. Thanks for joining us. And it's time for NBA basketball on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Doris Burke and Greg Anthony. We'll be catching up in a bit from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. We are here in beautiful Orlando, Florida. We are live at the Amway Center, home of the Magic. And, of course, Cody Zeller. He's a guy that will be sorely missed.
And to say the deal changes the look and the feel of this franchise, quite frankly, is stating the obvious. They are a vastly different team than they were just a few days ago, obviously looking long-term rather than short.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's check out who's on the floor, courtesy of Gatorade. So on the floor for Washington, the explosive backcourt is Wall and Beal at the 1 and 2. Then it's Brook Lopez. Then it's Otto Porter Jr. And it's Bertanissen at the 4.
DJ not allowing the defense to dictate the action. Instead, he goes on the attack, drives the lane, and forces the foul.
Free throw good, DJ. And both free throws good for DJ.
Boy, how outstanding at the line has this guy been. One of the best free throw shooting big men you will ever find.
Lopez a screen. Lopez sets a screen for Porter. The putback. It's good on the putback.
Listen, guys, Brook Lopez has a big body, and if you don't box him out, he's going to get some work done on the glass.
And DJ throws it down.
Oh, and how about squeezing the orange as tight as he could there before the stuff?
Yeah, no way he's going to lose that thing on the way up.
And we all know Brook Lopez can score in the post, and he might be just as valuable working from the elbow and running in that pick and pop action.
Now here's Wall. A 20-point game for him in the win against New York.
He was active all night on the defensive end as well. With all the steals he came away with, he had them totally rattled.
And how's that for a solo performance?
Well, you couldn't do it any better than that, Greg. Textbook execution on the break.
And that replay brought to us by Under Armour. Another Unleash Chaos moment. One of the more exciting plays in basketball. Here's Wall following the bucket by Orlando. No coverage that time. And Brook Lopez with the ability to face up and Greg post up.
High post or low. I mean, his passing and shooting ability give him that versatility. He has a load to handle for our defense.
All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, I had a chance to catch up with Scott Brooks. As far as the key factor in this game, he said defense is the focus. He said our shot blocking anchors us inside. It's something we can count on. Of course, the rest of our defensive execution is just as important. They have to be in total lockdown mode defensively tonight, Kevin. Back to you.
Good work, David. Thank you. It sounds like defense is going to be the key for him today.
And it usually is. They try to use their D to make life miserable for every opponent they play.
You're absolutely right, Greg. That suffocating defense has become a calling card. Nobody looks forward to playing this team.
Now, here's DJ. Bradley Beal unable to get his shot to go. And DJ throws it down.
And really focused on establishing dominance down low. And, guys, it's working.
Oh, no doubt. I think they've controlled the paint. They've used their size and strength to get off any shot they want.
And there's the basket. Whistle blows and a chance for a three-point play. Going to the line for one.
What a play by Wall. It's going to take more than that to slow him down.
Gordon's checked in for Orlando. Wells comes in for Evan Fournier. Then for the Wizards, Festus Ezeli. He's checked in for Lopez. Norman Powell comes in for Porter. And it's White in for Bradley Beal. Those who are some of the guys that surprise you with their toughness on a nightly basis in the NBA.
You know, you have to think historically, pound for pound in the history of the NBA, the toughest single guy was Allen Iverson. For me, the current iteration, and I'm not saying that Isaiah Thomas is Allen Iverson, they're drastically different players because Isaiah doesn't have that kind of athleticism that AI had early. But Isaiah at 5'9", to continually find his way into the paint, to be willing to attack the bigs, to absorb the kind of pounding he does, and get himself into the MVP conversation, Kevin, really, that was incredible.
LeBron probably takes, for a guy his size, to think he can dish it out. But I'm telling you, I think he gets whacked all the time.
I think, Kevin, this is the single hardest guy in the NBA to officiate today. And frankly, I do not believe LeBron James goes to the foul line as much as he deserves.
Well said. Wells kicks to DJ. It's good for the seventh time this game. He has shot 7. He has made 7.
And, guys, they've come out and established a rhythm. And also their play calling has been on point.
Yeah, I think that's exactly how they've built this lead. They played as one, shared the basketball, running their offense to perfection.
So timeout called here, the first for Washington. They are coming into this having notched a win against the Knicks in their last game.
Just a terrific effort off the bench. Guys came in, they seemed fresh, and they all contributed.
I think, Greg, everyone played their role so well, and I loved how aggressive the guys off the bench were in that one.
Now here's White, looking for his first basket still in this one. Here's Aminu. O'Brien kicks to White. It's Powell on the wing. And he just worked New York in that last game. Out to White. The dish to Aminu. Wizards passing it around. 3 on the clock. And the layup is good. O'Brien's got his second bucket of the night. 41 seconds left to play in the first quarter. DJ with it. Al-Farouq Amino covering. And DJ throws it down.
I don't know if you can do it any better on both ends than they have tonight.
Well, I don't think you can ask for anything more, Greg. What a wonderful job establishing a lead early in this one.
Now here's White. 14 points from him the last game against the Knicks in New York. 11 feet away. Here's Ezeli. And another shot. He takes it up and lays it in.
And using that big body to kind of carve out space, Ezeli loves to score off missed shots.
And it's out of bounds. The Wizards will take it the other way. 12 seconds left to play in the first. Here's the teardrop. Powell, that's good. Powell's got his first points of the night. It's stolen by Ezeli. The basket's coming early and often in the first quarter. Orlando out in front, up 7. And the second quarter will be on the way when we come back. And a chance to hear from Bradley Beal. He came from a football family in St. Louis, but said his mother introduced him to the game of basketball.
She definitely put the ball in my hand. She's the one who...
Maybe so for the Magic. Yusuf Nurkic, he's checked in for Olynyk. DJ comes in for Anderson, and Rogers subbed in for Jackson. Bradley Beal's checked in for Washington. We've got Yusuf Nurkic. Rogers is out there with Wells, and it's DJ, and it's Gordon in at the small forward spot. That's who's out there for Orlando. Rogers against White, 6 on the shot clock. Beal gets a wide open look. And so the ball out of bounds. Beal touched it last. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, DJ in the last matchup against the Hornets put on a show. He had 41 points and played tremendous defense as well, really causing havoc on both ends of the floor. He put up great numbers in a terrific effort. It's not a game that anyone wanted to miss, and he'll be looking for a repeat performance tonight, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you, guys. Could you believe that performance? Wow.
I mean, it was really something to see. I mean, he showed everybody just how special he is when he is on his game.
Well, that was an elite performance, and it didn't seem to matter what approach they used to try to slow this guy down. He had an answer for everything.
Here's O'Brien, and again, Washington, no good. They can go 2 for 1.
It's about being smart right now.
And he makes that one. DJ's got 21.
Well, this is the classic hot hand, right? If he can keep it up, their lead will be safe.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Pass to Powell. He dishes it to White. Here's O'Brien, currently averaging almost 6 points a game. And stolen by Gordon. Oh, and here we go with Gordon. Nobody back. Oh!
Look at that.
Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying to get back into a game like this.
Ouch, Greg, that is definitely an emphasis jam. A big apostrophe or exclamation point, maybe even a question mark. Outside, Beal over Gordon, and it's denied.
Gentlemen, DJ diving into the classics, knocking twice on the pipes on that rejection.
And so it's Orlando, up by a dozen here at the end of the quarter. And their ability to get points in the paint has made all the difference in this one. We've got more in store for you right after this. Well, we're getting back to the action now. It's been a one-team show so far. We'll see if that changes here in the third. You look at DJ in this game, he's been everywhere.
And he's been a monster in this game, throwing down some huge dunks. And I wasn't sure the rim would even survive in that first half.
Oh, his power is unbelievable. An intimidating force when he's at his best.
So on the floor for Washington, Beal and Porter at the 2 and the 3. Then it's Wall. Then it's Brook Lopez. And it's Bertines in at the 4 spot. To the left side wing. Here's the 3. Washington with the rebound. Their last encounter was in Orlando, where they were able to handle the Magic.
I tell you what, how efficient they were at scoring the basketball, especially for an away game, that was impressive.
Yeah, I don't think it's ever easy playing on the road, obviously. But that night, they were really in rhythm, shot the ball with such ease and confidence.
And the combination of his quickness and soft touch around the rim really allows him to pull off shots like that. A lot of players don't have the reverse in their arsenal.
Here's Beal. Rebound by the Magic. DJ's got 4 rebounds in this game. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. It's going to be on John Wall. Of course, you've been a color analyst for both men's basketball, women's basketball. Stylistically, what's the difference, in your opinion, between the two, if anything?
Well, I think there are a number of differences. The primary one being athleticism is slowly starting to take shape and more dictate the outcome of success in women's basketball. Whereas athleticism has always been a part of dictating the outcome of games. The above-the-rim aspect of the NBA versus, for the most part, the below-the-rim aspect of the WNBA. That would be the primary difference for me.
But the fundamentals, too, sometimes stand out. The women's game, I think, really you can see fundamentals so strongly.
You can, Kevin, and I think what helped the women's game tremendously was, especially in the WNBA, you had NBA coaches transition to roles in the WNBA, the Bill Lambiers, the Mike Thibault, so they taught that group how to be pros, how to win on that level.
Excellent point. And Washington making a change here. Aminu's checked in. Washington calls timeout.
Yeah, just ice cold right now from the floor. Time to regroup.
And I think, Greg, they look lost and they look frustrated. Not sure how they're missing so many shots right now.
And here's Wall. Count on his contributions, currently providing 16.5 points a game. Kicks to Beal. Lopez, a screen on Jackson.
Well, this is what you want, right? Bradley Beal coming off the screen with purpose.
Magic leading by 13. And Fournier kicks to Jackson. Shoots. And DJ gets it to go on the assist by Jackson. That's 28 points for DJ.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Lopez sets a screen for Porter. Doris Otto Porter is a very consistent shooter. He's put in a lot of work since entering the NBA to get his shot where it is now.
You know what I love, Kev? He reviews film, and he thinks about his mechanics all the time. And it's one of the ways you build a more reliable three-point shot. You can't question his work ethic.
Looking at who's out there now for the Wizards. Vasili's checked in for Lopez. Norman Powell comes in for Beal, and it's White in for John Wall.
Boy, a little bounce in his step on that possession. DJ driving to the cup and playing with purpose.
And White kicks to Powell. On the wing, Porter. Defended by Anderson. Outside, White. And a wide open look for Porter. The three-pointer is right on target. Porter's got himself on the board with 3 there.
Porter's confidence building steadily. The catch-and-shoot jumper becoming a real weapon.
Anderson passes to DJ. The rebound by Azili.
The right thing there to stay that tight on him and really try to keep him out of his comfort zone.
And White kicks to Porter. White against Fournier. White dishes to Ezeli. Shot clock at 5. Stolen by Anderson. And now Orlando on the break. Bucket is good. Anderson's got his first basket of the night.
And I think that play sort of sums up what we've seen tonight. Just simply being outplayed both sides of the ball. Smart basketball defensively, turning into easy points.
Wizards passing it around. Ezeli a screen. Porter, no luck.
And that's the battle they haven't been winning today. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's got to change.
Boy, this is a performance to remember. DJ's been a problem the defense has not been able to solve.
Right wing. Outside, Porter. 6 on the shot clock, and stolen by DJ. And here we go. Fast break. DJ's got it. And DJ throws it down.
And it's been about that execution offensively. I mean, they have been superb.
There's no doubt. They're making all the right moves. Their chemistry tonight has been phenomenal.
And White kicks to Porter. The feed now to Aminu. On the wing, Porter. From downtown, drills the three-pointer. Aminu's got his first 3 points of the game.
Yeah, there's 6 points on consecutive 3 balls. They're finding holes now in the D.
And Olynyk kicks to DJ, and the jumper is on the mark.
Boy, what a quick trigger on that jump shot. That's what you want from DJ, right? No hesitation. Just catch it and shoot it.
Again, the Wizards good for 2.
Crafty move. He recognizes the size disadvantage, and the mid-range is close enough.
I'll tell you, that's really clever because it's not easy to get that mid-range off over a guy who's got a size advantage. He made it look easy.
And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. Magic lead by 17. We're going to step aside for just a second, but join us right back here for the start of the fourth quarter next. And we welcome you back as we get going here in the fourth quarter. The final quarter of play can change everything. Here are the Magic now. They led the game at 1 point by 20. EJ out there with Gordon. Then there's Wells. Then there's Rogers. And it's Isaac in at the 3. That's who's out there for Orlando.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Well, we all have hobbies outside basketball, Doris. You've said that one of your passions is cooking, and I know this personally. I have to ask, what's your best dish? What's your specialty?
You know, that might be too many to name, but if I were to pick just one, I would probably have to say my chicken tetrazzini is my children's favorite. Boy, I can throw down in the kitchen, Kevin.
Learn that from Mom? Did you just pick that up on your own? How'd you learn to be such a good cook?
You know, my daughter and I, that was one thing that sort of really bonded us. We would watch a little cooking show on TV, head to the kitchen, and try to reproduce it. So Sarah and I did some work.
Love that story.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, this guy's trying to close this game out in style. He's not going to stop attacking until he's sure this win is in the books.
And Wall kicks to Powell. Right side, White. To the inside. Stolen by Gordon. Great pass to set up the lay-in. DJ's got 44.
Yeah, love watching Isaac find the open teammate. Has great floor awareness out there and just knows when one of his guys has a clean look.
Washington calls timeout. And All-Star Week, a fan favorite, certainly, Doris. We all love it as broadcasters, as fans. But are there any changes you'd like to make in any? Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. Outside, Wall. Outside, Beal. Will it go? Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. Well, Doris, one thing is certain for Bradley Beal. He's a lights-out shooter if you give him some space.
Oh, no doubt, Kev. Beal does such a great job always squaring his shoulders, even when he's coming off a screen. And that quick setup and release, really hard to defend.
Al-Farouq Aminu. He's checked in for Otto Porter Jr.
Boy, Kev, that's a tough attempt with a guy draped all over him, but DJ gets it to go and will get the +1.
Jackson, he's checked in for Orlando. Free throw good, DJ. So the Magic, their last game, a win against Charlotte. It's Beal on the wing. Lopez outside, back to Beal. And the foul called on DJ. And that'll be his third foul so far. Doors with the players being so athletic and the plays happening so incredibly fast, the league is looking at maybe 4 or 5 officials. Wow. Would that just be more whistles or better officiating?
I'm glad you're chuckling about this because I don't know how the geometry of this works.
Thank you.
As it is, sometimes the size of the players seems to swallow up dimensions of the floor. Kevin, one of the things that Steve Kerr once said to me was, we are trying to make officiating a science when in fact officiating is an art, and sometimes mistakes is part of the human dynamic. Can we leave the officials alone, please?
And I think if they're over 90% correct, which is I think even low in terms of success in them calling a game, that is phenomenal. And the analytics, as you know, Doris, coming from the league office, is off the charts. They've never been more. Oh,
Yes.
Goodness. And you gotta love watching DJ take advantage of these opportunities. When he has a chance to finish, he is going to drop the hammer.
Washington has gone 3 of 7 tonight from three-point territory.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Magic.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And when it's all said and done here, this will mark their 38th W on the year.
And really, they finally got something good to happen against this team. The last 2 games they faced them weren't nearly as productive.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for DJ.
Boy, with all the work he did at the offensive end, it seemed to me to take a toll on the defenders. They could neither match his energy nor his intensity.
And out of bounds as the Wizards gain possession.
Ouch, that's a wasted possession. Got to shake it off and forget it happened, guys.
The Magic making a switch here. Rogers is checked in. And a switcher also for Washington. Ezeli's checked in. It's Beal on the wing. Pass to Ezeli. And the foul called on DJ. That will get him his 4th foul of the game. .23 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Wizards passing it around. Just 4 to shoot. Here's Mitchell. And another miss by Washington. Feeds to DJ. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
Boy, some strong arm work inside gets DJ to the line. Good to see him get physical in the low box.
So he gets them both. 6 seconds left in the 4th. Here's Mitchell. And so it's Orlando taking this one by a big margin. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
And boy, they really put in a supreme effort. It felt like once they had that lead and it was comfortable, they were not going to relinquish it.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, and the rest of our terrific crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. So long and good night, everyone.
DJ, great
What up,
game.
Char?
The guys back in the studio want to do an interview with you.
Nice.
Hey, Shaq here. Congrats on the career high in points. You remind me of myself. You look great. How do you rank scoring on your list of achievements so far?
Shaq, it felt great, you know, and it's definitely a game that I won't be forgetting anytime soon. I'm just glad that I was able to have this kind of offensive impact in a game that we came out on top in.
Ernie, I asked the wrong question. He gave the right answer.